Hello and welcome to episode 6 of our AGS Success video blog, bringing the science of learning to you at home. This week we're going to be talking about the importance of habits.
We all have habits that we do day to day, some positive, some negative, and actually people have probably spent quite a lot of time working on breaking down bad habits. But also, as lots of us have found, it's really hard to build up good habits at the same time. Think of all the New Year's resolutions that have gone in the bin on the 3rd of January. We've done a lot of reading into stuff by various experts, including James Clear. Have you got any particular tips that we found useful, Joe?
Yeah, I think something we've seen called habit stacking, and I think what that is when lots of us will have habits that we'll already be doing every day. Things like waking up, things like having our dinner, things like making some coffee. And actually, rather than trying to find the new habit and fit it in your diary somewhere, and as you said about New Year's resolutions, that doesn't normally happen, or you do it for a few days and it tails off. But actually, stacking a new habit on top of an existing habit, and what that means is then because you're already doing something automatically in your day, if you can then put a new habit that you want to on top of that, then actually it's far more likely for it to happen. And for example, we all probably remember to brush our teeth because it's probably one of the first things we do when we wake up. So the idea of habit stacking there would be, after I get up, I will brush my teeth. So actually I don't forget to do the new habit because it's already stacked and kind of linked to an existing automated habit that I do every single day.
So the new habit is cued by the existing habit that's already there.
Yeah.
So how does that then apply to things like study? How does that apply to students and improving their knowledge in school?
Well, it may be, if going back to something we've done previously on a video in terms of retrieval practice, if you want to then do a little bit of quizzing yourself, it may be that you say, if you're someone who makes your own tea and coffee, that actually, when I put the kettle on, I'm going to actually quiz myself 3 things that I've learned today. Or after I have my tea, I will do 25 minutes of revision. So actually, things that already happen in your life, if you want to then to achieve something, stack it on top of an existing habit, just like that, and there's far more likelihood of it happening.
Right, and a lot of our students, I think, have worked on the basis that every day they will go home and get changed out of their school uniform.
Yeah.
So if they say, I'm going to do 25 minutes of maths revision before I get changed out of my school uniform,
Perfect.
Then it's just that little bit that actually makes it happen.
Absolutely, and it doesn't have to be, I mean, I mentioned there that you would stack the habit afterwards, but you could, like you said there, stack it beforehand. So before I get changed, or after I get changed, however you want to. But I suppose the key is making sure that it's a habit that you do automatically every day, that you're stacking it on top of, because that previous habit isn't going to change. So yeah, just a very easy tip to then make things happen and be far more productive.
Right, so we always give a kind of a takeaway tip for parents and students. Have you got anything that parents could do to make sure that this habit stacking actually takes place?
For me, as a parent myself, what I would say is try it yourself, because the best thing as a parent can do is to actually model that behaviour for their son or daughter. And rather than let their son or daughter say, no, this doesn't really work, if as a parent you can say, I've tried this, and actually it really does work because there's something that I wanted to achieve, now I've stacked it on top of this habit, I can see it works, then it's far more likely for your son or daughter to kind of get on board with that if you are doing it as well.
Right, I've maybe got a tip that I could give for students as well.
Perfect, yeah.
Potentially you might have something enjoyable that you want to do each night, so you might have a favourite TV programme that you watch on Netflix or something like that. I suppose if you had it as a habit stack that you would do your 25 minutes of revision before you then watch that programme, then as well as having the cue, you've also got a little bit of a reward at the end as well, so it kind of hits it on from 2 points.
Absolutely, and like I say, if it's just about the doing this now, we've given you the theory, but it's now actually just going away and actually physically doing it, giving it a go, and hopefully it'll work.
Superb.
Okay, thank you very much for watching that. As always, all of our video blogs, our archive, are all on our YouTube channel. So you want to go back to anything we've talked before about retrieval practice, then you'll find them all on our YouTube channel and all of our social media networks. Thank you.